Hi and a big welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making a delicious biscuit called a Palmiers. I think it's a French biscuit. I certainly ate them all the time when I lived in France. They're absolutely delicious and very simple to make. So here's what you'll need. So the ingredients are very simple. We've got a sheet of puff pastry, frozen puff pastry. You can buy it in the supermarket. They often come with this plastic sheet on the back, and I suggest you leave it on because it's really useful for the first stage of preparing this. In this bowl I've got half a cup of caster sugar, and I'm just going to add a full teaspoon of powdered cinnamon because I want a cinnamon sugar. We're going to use quite a lot of sugar in this recipe, so that half a cup should be good. Just take a fork then and mix it through. When that's thoroughly mixed, you've got a lovely cinnamon sugar here. You take your sheet of puff pastry, and we want a good healthy portion, so it's probably about a tablespoon or so, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon sugar, and push it all over the sheet, a little bit more in there. You really want to cover this quite well because it's what creates a lovely sticky surface to the cookies when they've baked. So now I'm just going to take a rolling pin and I'm going to roll that sugar into the pastry. You push it, you're just firmly but not too firmly, you're pushing that down in to the pastry, and then we're going to turn over our pastry, and at this point, because we had our plastic sheet on the back, it hasn't stuck to your countertop and you don't need to use flour. And now on the other side we're going to do the same treatment. I'm going to put the sugar with that lovely cinnamon in the sugar, and I'm just going to push that over again all over my sheet, and again take the rolling pin and roll it. You'll see this time that because it's not on the sheet, it starts to spread out, so turn the sheet once halfway and then roll it again. Now here's where we get the elephant ears or the palms. We're just going to take the edge and we're folding in about 2.5 centimeters to an inch, just rolling in these edges here. Then take the rolling pin and just roll across. We're pushing the two sides together, not too heavily. Just roll across, then fold again into the center now. And we want both of these folds, I'll turn that way so you can see it. I want both of those to come in and meet in the middle. So we're firming those together and just rolling it out. Now the final fold is to fold the whole thing in half again and just gently push the pastry together, roll it together. Push it down with your hands. So from the end here, we're just going to cut one piece off just to get the rough end off. And then I'm going to cut the pastry into 6-8 millimeters. I'm just cutting them along, do it by eye. So now once you've got all the little biscuits cut out, we're just going to lift them, pop them onto a tray and pop them into a fridge. You can lift them individually, I'm just doing it with a knife. I'm going to pop those into the fridge just for about 15 minutes to let the pastry cool down again. Okay, so the Palmiers biscuits are now out of the fridge. I'm just going to put them on, I've got a non-stick baking tray here, and I'm just going to dip them one more time. So I'm just dipping both sides back in the sugar. I'm just going to lay them on the baking tray, and just the top of the ears there, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just going to pull them open just a tiny bit. So a little dip back in the cinnamon sugar onto the tray, and we need to leave a few centimeters space between each of these because they will expand as they cook. So they're all finished on the baking tray now. There turned out to be about 22 of them. Now I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius, that's about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to pop those in for about 15 minutes. You'll see them brown and expand. So let's take them over and put them in the oven now. So I'm going to put those in the oven now, and I'm going to run some time-lapse film while they're in there so you can see them cooking. Please comment down below and tell me if that's a good idea, if you like it. And I'd really appreciate, there's a thumbs up button down the bottom there, if you can just give me the thumbs up. To my existing subscribers, thanks for being with me. Anyone that's new, I'll put a little button here, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and stay in contact, that'd be great. Always love to hear from you. So let's get them in the oven now. And there they are, out of the oven, still piping hot, beautiful, sugary Palmiers biscuits. So there you have it, a plate full of lovely warm Palmiers, my favourite biscuits from France. Absolutely delicious, they're still toasty warm, served with a lovely fresh cappuccino. Give these a try. Sweet, cinnamony, give them a try, they're very simple and absolutely delicious. Until next time guys, take care.